DA Q&A with Ari Aster and Tim
I'm
Blake
wondering
Nelson for
if
Eddington
that
Part
was
4.
intended from the beginning, or did the character lead you along in the writing of it?
No, I wanted to design this thing as sort of a roller coaster ride of like for audience like sympathies, right? Where he's maybe making more sense than you want him to until suddenly that, either your sympathies are betrayed or this is a movie where maybe once he starts doing awful things, that might be a relief to certain members of the audience. And a very important part of the process of me writing this thing, after I had written the first draft, and while I was in post-production on Beau is Afraid, I flew back out to New Mexico, which is where I'm from. I grew up in New Mexico. And I drove around the state, and I went to different counties, and I spoke to different sheriffs, and I went to different small towns, and I talked to police chiefs and mayors and just public officials. I went to pueblos, and I spent a lot of time with different people, riding along with some police, but just trying to get as broad a picture of the political landscape in New Mexico as possible, and asking them a lot about specifically 2020. And that was really, really useful in kind of getting the movie away from me, which is for a movie like this really important. It's a blue state with that, but most of the small towns are red. And I found, especially when I was taking this trip around New Mexico, that it was a very, very fraught place.